Hello. Calling from Greece.
Nice,
Petra
welcome.
from Hamburg, Germany. Hi.
Also from Hamburg, Germany. Hi.
Really? Dominic?
Yes.
Let's
Who's also
connect.
from Hamburg?
Huh?
Who's from Hamburg?
Let's connect. First time I meet someone from Hamburg.
Now I see it. All right, yeah, we should connect. Hi. You're also from Hamburg.
Hello, I'm not from Hamburg.
Hello.
I'm also from Germany.
Okay.
Germany, hi.
Really? Dominic?
Yes.
Let's
Who's also
connect.
from Hamburg?
Huh?
Who's from Hamburg?
So
Let's connect.
it's a lovely, amazing delay there. I don't know whose delay.
First time I meet someone.
Okay, then that is yours, Petra. All right, cool. I'm up on YouTube, so we can get going. Welcome, dear ones. So great to have you. We're on the start of the month on the Wednesday. We do a free session. Otherwise, these are weekly on Zoom, and it's a great way for us to connect and to share our practice together. And I'm actually going to the States on Friday, going to Chicago to do 5 weeks of improv comedy training, which is going to be fun and an exciting new chapter. And yeah, like I'm on this mission to inspire balance for people and planet, and balance is possible. Sorry, Petra, you're I need to keep you muted because we have some reverb with your stuff. So yeah, balance is possible, name of the organization, and we're on a mission to inspire balance for people and planet. And part of that is making these ideas of connection and our potential radically accessible and fun and funny, which is how I see improv comedy as part of that. So I've already done quite a lot of training in the UK, and yeah, so it's kind of part of that mission of continue to have fun content that you guys enjoy and love. So that is part of it. Sorry, Petra, every time you unmute, we can hear the echo. So actually, unless you wear headphones, you'll need to stay muted. Sorry. Beautiful. So any intentions for today? Anyone, maybe 2 people? And yeah, maybe let me know in the chat. Might be better if you've got any questions, thoughts, anything you'd like to explore. It could be challenges from your life. This is a space for us to adapt the teaching to you. And hello, Patrick. Oi, oi. Welcome. Great. So yeah, if there's anything you'd like to explore, welcoming your comments and making it specific to you. So let me tune into something I've been exploring recently. Yeah, I'll share with you some of the shorts that I've been doing, which have been fun. So I'm working on Instagram Reels and doing short little bits of content, doing characters. So if David Attenborough studied people instead of animals, if physicist Brian Cox studied British snacks and was a self-development guru, and if Donald Trump had a spiritual awakening. So these are some of the characters I've been doing. I'll do an example for David Attenborough, and this comes from somebody I was dating recently who didn't celebrate me in the way that I wanted to be celebrated. Here we observe a fully grown human male in emotional turmoil. The woman he was dating did not celebrate his spoken word poetry in precisely the way he wanted. He feels abandoned. He did not realize at the time that this was a childhood wound coming from his desire to be celebrated by his mother and the pain of not receiving her love. In previous iterations of himself, he would have shared passive-aggressive Instagram stories. But now, things are changing. He does something remarkable, rarely captured on camera, going to therapy. A sign of remarkable emotional evolution and just maybe hope for the species. So So that's David Attenborough, who studied people instead of animals. Another one around the meaning of life. Human beings have a peculiar trait, taking themselves extremely seriously. Rushing around fueled by caffeine and self-doubt, they rarely zoom out to consider that they are bold monkeys hurtling through the universe on a flying rock. They see life as work, when really it's play. Like listening to a good tune to be enjoyed, much like listening to Eminem's Lose Yourself, which I must confess, slaps. So cheer up, enjoy the sun or the rain, put a smile on your face, and remember, you are not behind, you are alive. And that is quite enough. So, yeah, that's David. So then there's Brian Cox, if he was a self-development guru. If you're maybe not all of the Americans know who Brian Cox is. He's a BBC physics presenter who presents TV shows like The Wonders of the Universe. And he's from Manchester. If you hike up Everest in just your knickers, it doesn't matter how aligned your chakras are. No amount of manifestation will stop your toes from becoming tiny, frozen exclamation marks. The cosmos isn't cruel, it's consistent. Physics doesn't take requests. It's not a wedding DJ. Which means our flourishing, both personally and planetary, depends not on magical thinking, but on deeply understanding the ways of nature and harmonizing with what is. So that's Brian Cox. Yeah. So that's fun. Have I got any more of the Brian Cox ones? Yeah, not off the top of the noggin. All right, I'll give you a couple more. And also welcoming in the chat any challenges coming up for you, things you want to explore with your practice, and I can begin to weave them into our conversation, and then we'll have another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll get into some Qigong together and move and breathe together. So I'm a little bit nervous about the Donald Trump ones, and I want to communicate from love, not fear, and I want to advocate for our potential, both people and planet. The beautiful potential that all of us have locked within our very DNA. And what I do like about so if Donald Trump had a spiritual awakening, it also speaks to the potential that every human heart has to transform and to find new perspectives. And so, here's Donald Trump. So I had a realization the other day that all beings, no matter their country, I just ran out of battery. Such bad batteries, so bad, tremendously bad. Have I got another one? Yes, I do, down here. I was about to make a China joke, but I'm not going to do that. That would not be appropriate. Okay. That should be back. There we go. All right, let's try again. So all beings, no matter their country, no matter their species, so beautiful, so mysterious, sacredness flowing out from all cracks of this planet. And no longer am I going to broad brush, those people are good, those people are bad. Instead, infinite love, so much love, tremendous amounts of love. So that's Trump. And then he's an environmentalist as well. So the only people that think infinite growth on a finite planet is possible, they're either completely insane or they're economists. Sometimes they're both. I've met them. Great people, very smart, totally deranged. I mean, they say we're just going to grow forever and ever. And I'm like, have you seen the planet? It's round. It has edges. The only things, let's just be honest for a second here. The only things that grow forever, tumors. We're not making tumors, people. We're making a beautiful, balanced planet. So no longer are we going to have an economic system obsessed with economic growth, no matter whether it helps people or not. We're going to move now to an economy obsessed with helping people whether or not we grow. It's going to be huge, tremendous. So that's Trump if he was an environmentalist. Yeah. So, yeah, they're going to be out on the channel soon and do some shorts, have some fun with it. And yeah, I'll do one more and then we'll get into our practice. So this is if Trump went to therapy. My therapist says I'm the best client she's ever had. My healing has been tremendous. And I've realized that my hatred of other people's vulnerability and weakness comes from the fact that my young boy wasn't allowed to cry. My father's so strict. I had to push those feelings down, be so strong. But now, each morning, I come out and hug this great big beautiful tree. And it tells me, Trumpy, you're okay. Just relax. Very wise tree. Possibly magic. That's what people are saying. And as I've found more compassion for my trauma, I've realized that even my supposed enemies, the crooked Hillary, the fake news, they're hurting too. We're all a little bit broken. And the hatred in my heart, it has faded. So beautiful. So nourishing. All right. So that is that adventure. Nice. All right. Well, thank you for holding space for my new characters. And yeah, I'm going to be going to like comedy clubs in Chicago and sharing some of that. I don't know how it's going to go down, but it's going to be funny. All right. So if you'd like to join me, I invite us to share some practice together and for us to move our bodies and to enjoy being in our bodies. Let me just see if I can change this around. All right, invitation to stand up and we will do some movement. All right, have you still got me? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Great. Okay. Okay, beautiful. So, meeting. Let's see if I've got any more room for that. Let's get a bit more space. Packing all my bags, excuse me. All right. One final thing, just turn the brightness up. Beautiful. Meeting, feet together, hands by the sides. Taking a breath here, we're like a piece of bamboo in the wind. Begin to slowly move your weight around, feet together. And relaxing the face, softening the face, relaxing the forehead and the eyes, the cheeks and the jaw. Feel your whole face sinking and unwinding. And breathing down into the belly. Arriving. Gently butterflying the eyes open and our Tai Chi salute. The two tiger mouths coming together, a bow. Then the left hand picking up the left leg, coming into Qigong standing. Qigong standing, an art in itself, imagining there's a piece of string attached to the heavens. Feel a lengthening of your spine. And then you are relaxed, so you're upright and relaxed. The back of the neck is long, so your head isn't too far out, it's not too far back. Nice and relaxed. Then the lower spine is nice and long as well. So to get that sensation, sticking the bum out, sacred twerk, and then bringing the bum in. Then relaxing all of the muscles. Trying one more of those just to get the sensation of the compression of the spine, and then opening up and really feeling that long, beautiful spine. Can you be a few millimeters taller than normal? Really feel that string, and then softening, relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Then a soft bend in the knees, so giving a nice gentle bounce. And then feeling the weight distributed across the whole of your foot, spreading your feet out. How wide can you make your feet? And then playing with the weight distribution, so coming into the heels, then into the toes. Heel, toe. Beautiful. Then landing where around 70% of the weight is in the balls of the feet, 30% in the heels. That may mean coming slightly further forward than you normally would do. Beautiful. And then landing in tree trunk hugging. Imagining there's a great big beautiful tree in your midst. You've got this great big circle of energy. Your palms are facing inwards, shoulders are relaxed. It's almost like you've got an egg underneath your armpit. The elbows are slightly lower than your hands and your shoulders. And an invitation to close the eyes. Finding your breath once more. Relaxing the face. Breathing down into the belly. Relaxing the shoulders. Noticing already if there's a sensation of burning coming up and a desire to move. Can you breathe into that? To observe without reacting. And an invitation for us to share box breathing together. If this feels too slow for you, you can breathe in your own rhythm. Breathing in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath for 4, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out for 4, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath out for 4, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, relaxing the face. Hold. Breathing out. Hold. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Hold. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Hold. Breathing in. Can you drop deeper and deeper into presence, holding the breath? Breathing out. The space between thoughts is where we find enlightenment. Holding the breath out. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Hold. Now continuing to breathe slow and mindfully. How gently can you approach a full inhale? How gently can you release from a full inhale? How gently can you approach a full exhale? And how gently can you begin to bring the air back in? Can you make your breath so slow that you can barely perceive the movement coming in and out through your nostrils? Can your breath be imperceptible? And zero judgment if you're still sensing your breath. It's all about embracing your breath and yourself just as you are. How slow can you make your breathing? Can you make your breath so slow you can barely perceive it? And now relinquishing control of the breath. And allowing the breath to breathe you. No force. If the breath speeds up, it speeds up. If it stays slow, it stays slow. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes now in presence and in silence. If you're noticing thinking, that's fine, that's what brains do. But when you notice, with zero judgment, come back to your breath, come back to the present moment. Soft, kind presence. Another 30 seconds. Breathing into any tension that you have in your shoulders now. Can you stay with it? Beautiful. And allowing your arms to gently float down and bringing in the heavenly chi, palms to the sky, breathing in and breathing out, bringing that energy down into your dantian just below the belly button. Breathing in, raising up, breathing out. So you can think about these as metaphors. There is an energy that powers our universe. When we understand it, we can tap into it. Inviting a smile on the face, bringing in the energy of the heavens and bringing it down into you. Breathing in. Breathing out. And the earthly chi, breathing in. Lifting up, palms to the ground, breathing out. Moving with your own breath. As you breathe in, raising as you breathe out. Bringing that energy down into you. Two hands separate heaven and earth. Breathing in. One palm to the sky, one palm to the ground. Shoulders down. Breathing out. Breathing in, raising up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Shoulders down. Breathing out. bringing my whole body in, breathing in this circling, twisting energy, leading with my hips. My hips lead, my hand lowers. Breathing in, hips other side, hips back. Hold. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Beautiful. Let me have a look at you. Keep going. Nice. Great, looking good. Well done. Great. Let's get some nice music. Our next move, the wise owl gazes backwards, palm facing upwards, breathing in, opening up the chest, and breathing out. If you want to make this harder, going up onto your tippy toes, breathing in, breathing out, lowering down, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And ragdoll, arms are floppy, swinging from side to side. I'm one of Master Gu's favorites. Breathing in, raising up. Breathing out, open with a sigh. Breathing in, generous bend in the knees. And fold palms to the sky, breathing out. Breathing in, raising up. Breathing out. Breathing in, fold. Breathing out, palms to the sky. Breathing in, raising up. Breathing in. Breathing in. Wide stance. Swimming dragon, palms together. Swimming dragon, leading one then the other. Making sure your knees don't collapse in. Keeping your knees pushing out. And your bum tucked. So see, my bum isn't here, it's here. Nice. So this is a strong one. And then allowing your swimming dragon to take you for a ride. The one rule of swimming dragon is that you are not in control, your swimming dragon is. So maybe it takes you for a spin. Or maybe just simply to walk with it. Or it could be that it takes you onto one leg. Wherever your swimming dragon wants to take you. Great, opening that swimming dragon into a Tai Chi energy ball. You have a ball of energy. Playing with it. Again, with the Tai Chi energy ball, you are not in control, your energy ball is. So playing with that. Let's get some lively music. Beautiful. So playing with your Tai Chi energy ball and beginning to walk with your Tai Chi energy ball, maybe spinning around. Tai Chi is not just about following form, it's about embracing this moment and moving from your center. It's a moving metaphor. a philosophy for life, that no matter where life can take us, we can bounce back. We can navigate the challenge from our center. So slowing that movement down, and then bringing this energy ball down to your dantian, and then we're going to release this energy ball with the fire. So fire, it's going to release, and it's going to raise up, and it then transforms into water. Nice, again, so the fire raising up, and water. Beautiful, fire. And be in the moment. So what is fire for you in this moment? Let it happen. Sound effects encouraged. Being in your power, you're fired up. Nice. Fired up. Water. Couple more. Fired up. Let's go. Wow. Nice. And we're going to bring our wrists together, bring them up to the heart, and let go. We are lifted by the earth. We return, and we are supported. Wow. Oh, nice. Let's try that again. Wrists together, opening up. We are lifted by the earth. We return. We are lifted. Wow. Nice. So this time you're like a whale with this blowhole, all right? So we're lifted. One more. Nice, 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 nice. Great. Tai Chi walking. So Tai Chi walking, we're going from heel to toe. And there's a very gentle rock, so the last toe to land is your big toe. Trusting your feet, not looking down, spine nice and long.